Blazing on the track, boy.
around us, higher than a mountain. And we be up here for the long run, strap in for a long one. We got everybody on one. Now you coming at the king, so you better not miss. And we only get stronger with everything I carry up on my back. You should paint it up with a target. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come get your spoiler, but we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you coming on, name you ought to know by now that we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up. Take a lap now, don't be mad now. Run it back, run it back. I got bodies lining up, think you're dreaming of greatness. Send you back home, let you wake up. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come and get your spoiler up ahead. We're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you coming on, name you ought to know by now that we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.在以后，除了是傻子，还有其他吗？我左右，键盘噼啪在时间滴答着，还不够。你的固执让我来守候，哪怕太迟也不想以后。就在这时放肆的打斗。I got the heart of a lion, I know the harder you climb, the harder you fall. I'm at the top of the mountain, too many bodies to count. I've been through it all. I had to weather the storm to get to the level I'm on. That's how the legend was born. All of my enemies already dead and born. I'm ready for war. They know I'm ready for war. I told them we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you coming, my name you ought to know by now that we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.
Eu sei que menos não é mais. Me diz quem tá querendo mais. Hoje eu quero mais. Eu sei que hoje tu quer mais. Eu sei que menos não é mais. Me diz quem tá querendo mais. Hoje eu quero mais, tô querendo mais. Quero um pouco mais, tô querendo mais. Hoje eu quero mais, tô querendo mais. Quero um pouco mais, tô querendo mais. Hoje eu quero mais, tô querendo mais. Quero um pouco mais, tô querendo mais. Tá querendo mais.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week
Howdy,
9
fuddling.
of the... Oh, we got some, interesting that's going through. Anyways, we got some, great games coming up for you guys tonight in our final week of the Legends Rivals Series draft. It is going to be spicy as, Falcons taking on the Rattlers in game number 1, and then Rattlers switching sides and going to be taking on the Gators. But a few teams tonight fighting for that last final playoff spot. Cannot wait to see how it goes. And just so you guys know, tonight we are going to be doing predictions, so make sure to get those tokens ready. Check out how many you have with command tokens. And of course, if you need a reminder on how to play, just use command how to play or command legends tokens. That will give you plenty of information how to use it. By the way, some of you were in my IG live earlier tonight and heard my challenge or saw it on Discord too. Oh my god, there it is. There it is. You guys completed the challenge because oh my god. Thank you for the subs. Icox. Icox. I hope I'm saying it right. Sir Knight. I think it's you. I think it's you there, but you are an absolute beauty. Thank you so much. Look at all those subs. I was going to say, if we needed to wait until game 2, my challenge was if we can get 5 subs by game 2, then I'm going all in. My entire thing of tokens is going in the pot for Gators tonight. But thankfully, Sir Knight just completed it for you guys. So guess who's going all in? That's 10.8k tokens coming in for this game number 2 tonight. So make sure to be there. But we are going to be doing predictions for this game right here. Going to be a lot of fun. But guys, without any further ado, let's flip it on over to our caster desk, our pick and ban, as we are getting ready for this game number 1 tonight. And of course, bringing along our wonderful, wonderful caster, Bartowski. Let's bring him on the line. Buddy, where are you at? Is my boy Bartowski there? He was in the chat for a second, and now he has disappeared on me. But I think he's going to be coming back, guys. So here is your lineup for game number 1. Over on the Falcon side, Hero 39 in the top lane, Karthik in the jungle, Spencer in the mid lane, Amistan in the ADC position, along with Salt Spreader as his support. And over on the Rattlers, we have Osiris in the top lane, Lunar Effect in the jungle, Hollow Antelope in the mid lane, the best non-pro mid. Oh my god, say that 10 times fast, guys, for me. That's a challenge right there. But not in the mid. They're down at ADC, and Magical Purple will be joining them as support. Oh my goodness. We got some crazy lineups for you guys tonight. Cannot wait to see how this one is going to go down. I do hope my caster is on his way back. Okay. Oh, but hold on. We'll flip it back to the analyst desk for 2 seconds because I got something for you. I got to show you something before we do move along. Tonight is the final night of our regular split, and that means we're going to be starting playoffs next week. So why don't we go through how these playoffs are going to work? So top 4 teams will be making it through tonight. So that will be decided by the end of the night. However, this is a little preview of how the actual bracket is going to look here. So the 3rd and 4th place teams will play in the bottom bracket. The loser of that, unfortunately, that will be the end of their playoff dreams. And the 3rd place team, or the one that wins that, will be facing off against the loser of teams 1 and 2. And then that will be the decider of who faces off in that final bracket there you see in the far right. But that's just a little preview of how this one's going to go down. That will be starting next week at 7:30 p.m. EST, right here again. But I believe Bartowski is back with us, so we are going to flip it on over to the caster desk and get this show on the road. Why don't we, Bartowski?
Yes, indeed. I am back. I am here, and I am ready to rock and roll.
Heck yeah! I'm ready to see. We have seen just a crazy split so far. There's been lots of action on and off the riff. That it's crazy seeing how these teams have developed and grown throughout the split. But I'm sure they're not gonna leave us on a quiet night, especially since it's week 9.
So walk me through what's going on with Rattlers here.
So with Rattlers right now, they have the 2nd place position. They're locked in and pretty comfortable in that so far. I don't believe, unless something crazy happens with the Rhinos, I can't see anything affecting where their spot is going to be. So they will, in theory, should be facing off against the Rhinos in that winner's bracket in the playoffs. But the
Okay.
loser between Rattlers and Rhinos will face off against the winners of whoever the 3rd and 4th place team is, which will be decided tonight.
Exciting stuff.
Absolutely. But I think we're almost ready to go with this draft too.
So why is the best non-pro mid currently playing in the AD carry position?
I think they needed a sub coming in tonight for Chicken Sandwich. I don't believe they are available to play tonight. So Hollow Antelope coming in as the mid, and the mid going down to the ADC.
Fair enough. Sounds like a fun situation.
But Bartowski, playoffs next week, buddy.
Oh,
How hype? How hype?
That's going to be some pretty hype stuff. I am looking forward to these teams getting some best of 3s and 5s under their belt. That's going to be such an interesting situation because everything is different once you go to a best of 3 or best of anything.
But
the adaptability of some teams is just so much higher than others, and we might see a complete shift of power.
Yeah, and we have no idea what is going to happen as we move into the playoffs, because there are a lot of unknowns that we will talk about tonight before the stream is over. However, it's just some of these explosive teams like the Rhinos and the Rattlers that have just looked so good the entire split. I'm really interested to see the Rhinos and Rattlers face off, because Rattlers were the only team to ever beat the Rhinos, and what I'm getting from Flip Trick in chat there is that the Rhinos are 14-2, so Rattlers can't catch them. So pretty much that 1-2 spot is locked in at this point. So tonight is the battle for 3rd and 4th spot. Those last 2 places in playoffs here, but now we've got the draft going, and not surprising, Olaf for Lunar Effect has been banned.
Yeah, that's a pretty typical ban going his way. Pretty much every single game that we've seen him play thus far, there's been an Olaf ban. It's made it through 1 or 2 times just to remind the teams why, once again, you should be banning it. And we're going to see that ban once again here tonight. Zach on the other side of the ban rotation, another very potent, powerful jungler, good at getting in and causing havoc, especially during the laning phase. And there's the other comfort pick ban going the way of Darius.
I've said it so many times. You got to respect your Orthodox Darius, and Rattlers will do so. They know what could be done with it, so respectfully, going to take that one off the board. I feel kind of good for Lunar this game, considering it's not just 3 straight jungle bans against him. That are actually taking into consideration some of the other lanes that can be threats, like Magic Purple's Blitzcrank, and the potential for a cannon to be flexed between the top and mid lane is also pretty scary. But let's see what some of these picks are going to be.
Oh, we also have Amistan and Spencer in different positions. I don't know if that's on purpose or accidental.
That's a good question. I wonder what the meaning is to that, but maybe we can get that figured out. But it's Senaluk in first for the Falcons, so really that can most likely be...
Okay, yeah, so it is in fact Amistan going mid, and Spencer is going to be filling in for that AD carry position this time. Right. So a little bit of a swap up, maybe trying to experiment as we end this season, see what they can do in different roles.
Yeah, and that's, you know what, it's kind of funny to see that, because the best non-pro mid is also going down into the bot lane. So it'll be kind of cool to see. They're still facing off against each other, but just in a different lane.
Yeah, it's funny actually. We'll just have to see who between them is the superior offlaner.
Absolutely. I'm also curious why the notification thing is coming up, but I do appreciate the bits from the Red Wheelbarrow, so thank you for those biddies, my friend. But take a look at that bot lane so far from Rattlers, the Lux, Caitlyn. That's a lot of reach that these two guys have.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and that Lux Caitlyn lane, that's an interesting one, particularly from the Lux perspective, because, you know, going into that late game, unless Lux is fed, she's going to be pretty useless. So what you're really hoping for is that you're able to get ahead in that laning phase. Obviously, Caitlyn does a great job of enabling that, and the combined CC chains from the two champions also does a great job. But on the other side of that, to prevent it, the Tahm Kench very good at disabling any ability to lock down a champion and just getting them out of harm's way. I wouldn't even be surprised if we saw Salt Spreader run the cleanse as well, just to make sure that he's able to get his AD carry or any other carries out of any sticky situations as often and quick as possible.
Mm-hmm. And no way. No.
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 Nah. No. I'm not considering it a real pick until it's been locked in. I'm not falling for it.
Yeah. A little bit of a bait there, but maybe we'll see it. Okay, that's the real pick there of the game. Comes through. Oh, you had us going there for a bit, but no, it is the Garen locked in. Probably going to be for Osiris up in that top lane.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the Lee. We've seen Lunar busted out before, but I don't believe we've seen Karthik's Lee on stream. So, gonna be fun to watch that one go down.
Yeah, that's going to definitely be a strong potential jungler there, especially if it's able to get into the enemy jungle and take away some camps, maybe get a couple early ganks off, or even a couple early duels, depending on what Lunar Effect ends up picking up here. We see the Mordekaiser ban go the way of Hero 39 once again. He has shown quite a bit of power on that champion. Good to get him off of the potential game carrying picks. Would not be surprised to see maybe a Camille or a Fiora band his way. I'm not exactly sure on how much he plays those champions, but they are quite popular in that top lane for carries at this point in time. It's going to instead be the Shen, also a very good ban away in that top lane.
Maybe mine's just taking its sweet time, but yeah, no, a Shen is definitely a great one. I hope nothing's going too crazy here, but seems I'm a little bit behind on.
Hey, it knows that it went to the other players. It's just not showing up for you apparently.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, we're good. Just a quick little bit of lag. We're gonna just refresh that, and we're back in business here.
Excellent.
Excellent. But yes, the Shen is gonna be gone.
And Falcon's still waiting on their final ban here.
That's
it's gonna be the Hecarim that has been the champion of choice for Lunar Effect.
Oh yeah.
On a couple of occasions, especially when his Olaf is banned away. We
what, Bartowski? I think we lost him, but I think what he was going for is that we have seen this Hecarim plenty of times, so taking away those top two junglers from Lunar's no, don't you guys tease me like this with a Heimerdinger. I can't take it. You're gonna do me like this, but no, the Asol, that would be a very interesting pick to watch. I am very much looking forward to that. So let's see what this pick is gonna be. Weird. That is so strange. Stream. Hopefully you guys can hear me there, but again, getting baited with the Heimerdinger is just you're breaking my heart here, guys. So it's tough. It's tough to see, but Bartowski, are you with me now, buddy? See, that is super weird. I can see his mic going on, but I cannot hear him. That is very weird. Oh, wait, we got life. We got life here. Okay. Yep.
Are we live?
Yep.
Okay, we're live. Excellent.
Okay.
All right, so we got that Echo picked up as potentially mid or jungle pick. I'm curious as to who might be playing it most. Aatrox is an interesting one. Haven't seen him picked up in that top lane in quite some time. I mean, quite some time being a relative term, I suppose, in League of Legends years. But definitely been a few months since he's been a high priority pick, or even a pick in general. Vladimir for that mid lane.
Ooh, I like that though. And just back to that Aatrox point. The last time I remember seeing it, it wasn't for this night here, but it was Goob and Relene running the Aatrox for Goob, and it can be very deadly if you have a jungler who is synergizing with you. However, somewhere out there, Psychonautic is jumping with joy because that is a Caston lock-in for the Rattlers. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's so that forces the Echo into that jungle position, we have to assume. Kassadin in the mid lane versus presumably the Vladimir as well. That's going to be an interesting one as well. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what these players are able to pull out here. Echo in the jungle, I don't think I've seen Lunar Effect play that, but it should have an okay amount of power. It's decent at clearing. I don't think he's going to be able to stand 1v1 to that Lee Sin, of course. But he won't necessarily have to at any point in time, should be able to get away from him reasonably quickly.
We'll see, because, you know, there are a lot of options on either teams for silencing and, you know, being a little slippery, especially that Caston once he gets up to his levels and just are everywhere. It does become very hard to lock him down, but again, you take a look at the early game for Falcons there, having this Lee Sin is, you can set up a lot of stuff with it, but it is a lot based in mechanical prowess of the player taking this champion. So I'm interested to see how much practice that Karthik has been putting on this season, because again, like I said, can be very, very impactful in an early game situation.
Yeah, going to be probably down to a lot of the jungler pressure to determine how this game is going to go. That Aatrox versus Garen lane, I don't see anyone having a particularly large edge or kill pressure, at least until level 6. So it's really going to be down to whether one of the junglers can get up there and make a play. Both of them do have pretty strong gank potential. In this mid lane, however, at least pre-6, Vladimir's going to be difficult to gank. Post-6, they're both going to be difficult to gank. So it likely will come down to top and bottom and the roam capabilities of each of these mid laners to combine with that jungle pressure.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's all about, is synergizing with the team, having that communication, and getting your team rolling based on what their win objective is. I know this late game for the Rattlers is extremely, extremely powerful when you get that Lux to the point where her ult is on a 26-second cooldown. The Caitlyn is disgusting when she gets to 2-3 item point, and of course Caston's level 16. That's the magic number that they're looking for, so we might see a slower start coming from the Rattlers in this one.
Yeah.
But that means the Falcons need to be making those moves, knowing that there's a timer on this one. And once it gets to that point, it's going to be very tough to deal with these Rattlers.
That said, there's no shortage of power on the side of the Falcons. They do have the Vladimir scaling. Aatrox takes a long time to fall off and will fall off significantly later than Garen will. And the Senna, you know, theoretically has infinite scaling. Tahm Kench always going to be a really big deal. So it's going to be interesting from both sides. I think it's gonna come down a lot to who's able to get that early pressure down, and whoever is able to make the first moves, you know, get to that dragon rotation, get to that herald rotation, are going to be the ones kind of in control of the mid game and responsible for what ends up happening in the late game.
Mm-hmm. And just with that, now that teams have locked in their rosters on the client, the predictions are open. So make sure to check how many tokens you have before you place your predictions down. But it is open. Either use Play FLC or Play RTL, depending on which team you are going to put those tokens on. But Bartowski, what are you thinking here for game number 1?
I'm thinking it's going to have to go to the Rattlers. I believe I like the team more. So that just already kind of gets them an edge in my books. But then you combine that with Lunar Effect being on a reasonably impactful champion, Casson existing, and Caitlyn Lux lane probably just going to be able to apply so much pressure to that, especially to Senna Tahm Kench. Mm-hmm. I believe that the Rattlers are just going to be able to drive this the whole way home, and that's where my vote and my tokens are going to be going.
Well, I definitely see your reasoning, especially with the points that I brought up about this late scaling team comp that the Rattlers have put together. It is really scary, but you know what? I see the heart that the Falcons like to bring to this game, and I absolutely love it. I'm all for it. So I'm going with the underdogs for this game and put my tokens on the Falcons for this one.
Ooh, sounds like an interesting one there for you there. I like it, because now we've caster cursed both of them sufficiently that it's really going to come down to whoever plays better.
It really does. It really does. This early mid game is going to be definitely advantageous for the Falcons. I really hope to see Karthik setting up some plays for his top and mid lane to really get that ball rolling, because Vladimir also becomes scary in the late game, and Aatrox can really start to take a turn in that mid game. It's either you're really ahead or you're not. So hopefully we can see the former of the two and see Hero Nine really get rolling on this Aatrox.
Yeah, and Hero 39 has definitely been the player to bring out the big guns. Going to have to watch his build, watch his runes, see what path he decides to take with this.
Absolutely. And we are going to be going to a break in a few moments, Bartowski, but any last thoughts going into our first game of the night here?
Last thoughts, play the early game, pick up, try. I would like to see an invade coming up from the Falcons. I think that they have a comp that's reasonable for invading in this situation with the amount of CC they have, so I'm hoping that we see some spicy early game coming out from them. It's my final thought.
That would be really, really awesome to see, but we'll have to see how this one goes down, my friends, as we are going to take a short break as we load into game, but don't forget that those predictions are still open right now and will be open up until we hop on Drift. So guys, you do not want to go anywhere because big game number 1 on its way right now. We will see you after our short break. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to game number 1 of our final week of the LAS Draft League. Going to be a spicy one tonight as the Falcons taking on the Rattlers. Falcons fighting for that one of those last seats in the playoffs tonight. So we'll see if they can take a win here over the second place team.
Yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle for them, at least in terms of the positioning coming into this. And in my opinion, at least in terms of the compositions themselves, they're going to have to play a little bit on the smart side and try to avoid giving up any early game leads. And, just try to remain on even footing at the very least going into the mid game. maybe see if you can pick up a dragon for yourself. Though I'd also like to see them maybe give up dragon control in favor of, say, a Rift Herald or just general lane power. But we'll have to see what they decide to go for. And there, it's the Tahm Kench cleanse being pinged out by best non-pro mid. Definitely a strong, smart pickup for that Tahm Kench, as it will allow him to eat his AD carry and cleanse himself if he gets CC'd with that in his gullet, and still get out of there in one piece.
Yeah, I don't believe I've ever seen that before, but yeah, you know what? I agree with that. That's not terrible.
Yeah, it's great for when your enemy has multiple forms of CC. Like there's just so many sitting in that bot lane alone that it's worth to pick something like that up and make sure that you're able to get out of the situation at all costs.
Yeah, and right now it's a pretty tame start to this game. A little bit of trading back and forth in all the lanes so far, but again, the goal of the Rattlers right now is to start things off safe. Keep it slow for now, and the Falcons definitely thinking the opposite of this one because they probably want to get that ball rolling after Lee starts or finishes his first clear, I would say.
Yeah, and it looks like he is going to be going for a reasonably full clear. He did go blue to his Gromp, and now he's going to go to those Wolves. So going to be a little bit on the slower side, whereas Lunar Effect has already finished off his red buff and his Wolves and his chickens, and has started his blue buff for himself. So while both junglers are pathing towards this bottom lane, Lunar Effect should be arriving there significantly faster, although Karthik will likely arrive there healthier based on the current health pools of these two champions.
Yeah, we got to see how this one's going to go down. A little bit of a binding in the bot lane as Tahm Kench is just going to gobble up that Senna. Thankfully, that's one of the benefits of this big old frog here, to keep your ADC safe, and what better ADC than a Senna, who even has more healing. But those bindings so far from Magical Purple on point. And just a quick shout out to my boy Beacons there in chat. What's up there? As he's popping in. But we're seeing some rotations here. Both junglers on the bottom side of the map, and it looks like it's going to be Karthik coming in. The flash actually going to be popped out of the best non-pro mid, and Magical Purple trying to get out of here. The flash is actually going to fail. Magical Purple is going to get the heal from his Caitlyn, but it's not going to be enough. First blood going to be going on over to Spencer. Well played by the Falcons to start this game off.
Oh, teleport though.
Oh, wait a minute. Arcanite's in. Spin to win. Beyblade, let it rip. He's down to half health. The parallel convergence is coming out. But Hero 39 is here to join. We got a party in this bot lane right now. And it's going to be the Rattlers actually on the run. The lead is going to land. Karthik forcing the flash on out of Garen. Lunar Effect is here, still at full health, and just escorting the remainder of his teammates out to safety.
Yeah, it almost looked like the Rattlers had the right moves. Lunar Effect was in this bottom lane as Karthik was getting down there, but unfortunately went for the clear on that Rift Scuttle, which, can't blame him for it in any way, shape, or form. But it does mean that Karthik gets there before him, and they get the kill onto Magical Purple just so quickly. With the combination, I was just going to say, with the combination of the Glacial Augment and the Root from Senna, just so much lockdown.
It's quite a bit, but that's exactly what you said, Bartowski. They're both going to be showing up here. One's going to have more health, and that was going to be Karthik. So, well done on the prediction there. That was pretty spot on, my man.
Yeah, so he manages to get in there, get the good kill, and even pull out the teleport. Amistad.
Amistad's like...
You can't.
Really?
Okay.
That's not showing the respect to Catherine.
Bait's in the flash. Oh, well, I guess not so much a bait since you did have to flash yourself out. But as Caston, you're quite happy with that as Caston, because once you hit one more level 6, you
have a built-in flash.
You're on flash, yeah.
Nice little
and suddenly you're against a mobile laner who does not have their flash up, and Lunar Effect is going to be thinking that's a nice and juicy kill waiting for him.
Some nice trading going on with Hero 39 up in that top lane against this Garen. Again, showing how strong this Aatrox truly can be, and we're going to start seeing some level 6s pop up across the map here, so expect to see some big stuff happening within the next couple of minutes, because a lot of big ultis in this game here, Bartowski.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's quite a few impactful ones, you know, and at this point, like one of the least impactful is the Garen, and that's just such a strong execute. Like that's just saying to what degree the rest of these ultimates are strong. I'm looking forward to seeing some potential good cross map ults from Spencer. I mean, his awareness as the mid laner has often been very good, so I'm wondering if he's going to be able to keep an eye on the rest of the map and make sure that he's able to get those ultimates there on time to, you know, change the course of the battle a little bit. That healing, or sorry, rather the shielding to your allies and the damage to your enemy. Oh no, root. But
again, Uncle Tom is there to help out his ADC. Sometimes I get it mixed up. Senna is just everywhere in that bot lane, but a nice little gobble there to make sure Senna does not get any more punishment. But the poke just keeps coming out. Maybe I'm lying to everybody here.
Yeah, I mean, oh my goodness, what a bloodbath already. But with so few kills, people are really going back and forth in all of these lanes. Every lane staying pretty damn even, but there is a small discrepancy in that jungle between Lunar Effect and Karthik in terms of clear speed. So we're gonna have to see what kind of role that plays in the jungle. It's oh so important to stay up and ahead in terms of CSing your jungle so that you can remain ahead in experience and you know, really scale quickly into the mid game. And as we see, Lunar Effect already level 6 and looking for a gank on the flashless Vladimir in that mid lane. But Pink Ward in the river brush gonna spot him out. Or not a pink, just a regular ward.
Easy to get spotted out, but in the top lane, more trading going on. Hero 39 really pushed up, so as a jungler, Lunar's looking up here, and he likes what he sees, looking for the Pale Convergence, but Hero 39 is going to walk away from that. Oh, that is the smite plus, what is it, plus 2d6 on that? That's
a lot of damage. And the important thing here is that Aatrox is teleportless, so that means that he's going to have to waddle his way back to lane with just tier 1 boots, and probably going to end up with this whole wave crashing into the turret, assuming Gary's able to push it. Would have liked to see Karthik head up there and pick up that, soak up the experience and the CS, but unfortunately busy with his own grump.
We saw the ace in the hole come out of the Death Non Pro mid in the bot lane. Did quite a bit of damage to Spencer, but not much is going to come out of that since they were pretty much shoved underneath the turret. It's more harassment to say, hey, you want to mess with this wave? I really don't think you do.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice that you can just blow that off cooldown as the Caitlyn, especially when you just hit level 6. The amount of damage it does is disproportionately so high. And now you're going to be able to go back, shove this in first, go back to base, pick up an item or two, sitting on 800 gold. So maybe not the best time to go back to base. You're not going to be able to pick up too much. So instead, just going to end up with a deep ward and a bit of extra CSing for now.
Yep, Binding will not land on the Salt Spreader, but I think the setup for the Dragon is coming through. We're almost at that 10-minute mark. Kills are still tied 1-1. The gold is only 300 up or rather. So this game is pretty freaking even so far, but no attempts on the Dragons quite yet. We do see the junglers around their red and blue buffs respectfully on this side of the map, but
yeah, and unfortunately Arcanite just kind of clearing up in that top lane. Would have liked to see a freeze maybe develop underneath that turret, but instead just going to be clearing out the wave and trying to push back into the Aatrox as much as possible, maybe to make sure that Aatrox can't just free roam around the map. But
look at the
good trading going on here.
Out of Arcanite.
As I assume I can't hear you.
Swing a couple back. Yeah. I can still hear you, Bartowski, but Hero 39 doing a good job of trading back, but Arcanite's daring. Very strong. Got to keep an eye on this mid lane here. Looking like Vladimir's going in. Parallel Convergence will come down with the pool immediately from Amistan. Vladimir ult is popping down. He does get the heal immediately. The flash comes back just in time, but I don't know if he wants to stay around for this. No! Just retreat, go back, respect the health you've already lost.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But
that was
question mark. We got some more going down here. 39 still trading.
You can do this. Oh my god.
As the Demacian Justice will come down, as well as the thumbs up from Arcanite. That's a couple freebies.
I mean, Hero 39, if you're gonna go for that, you just gotta pop your ultimate and try to fight him down. You can't just sit there wailing each other with basic abilities and then be like, oh no, Garen, I'm at 20% health and Garen has his ultimate.
Okay. Oh, Karthik just able to snake the dragon, but
goodbye.
he's dead to
Yeah.
in the hole. Might have a little bit of more action here. Salt Spreader getting caught up here in the tri-bush. He's going to try and make it to his tower, but he's got flash. So he's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
Man, but that's 2 summoner spells burned just for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And while the dragon is picked up by Karthik, Lunar Effect on the opposite side of the map gets that Rift Herald, and they pick up a kill on the backside of it, as well as 2 summoners. Now, likely what's going to happen is he's going to drop that Herald in the top lane, which has only 2 plates left, and that's going to one-shot it, being the first turret of the game, and then they're probably just going to run on this Aatrox and kill him immediately after.
Yeah, that's the Herald spawn behind the turret, and now Hero 39 is kind of a bit of a pinch here, as the turret's going to go down. Now he has to deal with the 2v1 situation, doing some good damage to Lunar Effect, but he still has the Chrono Break available to him. Here comes Karthik, though, out of nowhere. Now it's been turned into a 2v2.
Oh, but there's the ultimate. Come on. No.
Maybe.
Oh, it doesn't want to pull it.
Oh, but is coming around here. Look at this. The Chrono Break is still available. Got to watch out for that Echo ulti coming through, but Arcanite is still hero. Parallax Merchants is dropped down, but that's a flash from Arcanite to get him at the safety. So tower taken and nothing found on the counter gate here for Falcon.
Cassidon, what are you doing? There's a whole plate that you could pick up there.
Could have been. Oh, Salt Spreader stays just alive with the shield at 10 health. Are you kidding me?
Oh my lord.
That was
you gotta hate that Tom Kent shield.
Pretty close one. The Ace in the Hole is available. I don't know if mid has the mana for it, but
no, definitely not.
Pop up in the top lane. Dark Knight is back to make sure no plates are taken. This is his tower. He does not want to share any plates with anybody.
Yeah, but so at the end of the day, though, that's the first turret being picked up. I believe the majority of the gold was donated over to Lunar Effect, as Arcanite was not in range to receive. But I could be wrong. However, Lunar sitting on 2,000 gold in his bank suggests that he at least picked up a good portion of it.
The 2 members of Falcons currently just sitting on the board, so Arcanite knows exactly where they are. He's not going to be pushing out past that try. So yeah, maybe a little bit more vision coming out from Falcons on this one. You know what? Look at it. Aatrox is actually not terrible in terms of forward compared to this laner.
No, yeah, he's definitely doing fine there. But the one thing that they are missing is, Lee Sin placing down his pink ward, and on top of that, having a sweeper. Now, of course, you are Lee Sin, so you do want to have that warding trinket in order to do the ward hops. But that means that you have to do the ward hops. There's
action happening all over as my directed camera will betray me once more. But Amasan
as usual.
Low, and he's actually going to go down. He's in the pool. Lunar Effect is lurking over here. But here comes Arcanite. He's got his ulti available. That's going to drop him down. Spin to win. And that is all she wrote for that Vladimir.
Yeah, you hate to see it. It's just, it is what it is. And that's not even a level 11 Arcanite at this point. He's going to be level 11 very shortly. He's almost completed on that. Oh, we get a bot lane turret falling as the plates did go down, so it was quite a bit more vulnerable. And Caitlyn just with that crazy push, 30 CS up on this enemy Senna, who only has 20 stacks on the passive there. A respectable amount.
Oh no!
But not enough.
Lee is super dead. 4 members of the Rattlers here converging onto that red buff. Who does end up getting it? That's actually really good. The best non-pro mid.
The Lee Sin smited it to secure it, and then Caitlyn killed the Lee Sin to secure it for herself.
So that buff transfer very ideal here for the Rattlers. We're only 15 minutes in this game, but Rattlers have essentially just taken hold of this game in the past few minutes, and it's now a 6k gold lead. All those outer tier turrets are gone. It's 3 towers to 0, so that gold lead from those turrets is just going to be devastating right now for the Falcons.
Yeah, and we have another dragon spawning up in only 30 seconds. It is going to be that ocean, which means we're going to...
We lost him again. Oh no, Bartowski is gone. Discord may be betraying us tonight too, but that is going to be... Oh, Amasan jumped on by a few members, but it's actually the remainder of his team here to help out, make sure that Caston doesn't do any more damage to him. This is a pretty spicy one so far, I gotta say.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my Discord tonight.
I don't know. It's been a little weird too, but in the mid now, we've got a bit of a shindig going down as it will be. Amasan looking for that Caitlyn, trying to hit the Proto Belt. The ultimate has come down, but that Tom is going to go golden. That's not promo. Going to pick up that kill. Senna ulti coming out, try and save the Tom Kench, but it's not enough. 3 members of the Falcons now dead as the Rattlers going to be pushing in on this inner mid tower. I don't know what you do at this point as the Falcons. It just seems Rattlers have just taken complete control of this game.
Yeah, you have yourselves a reasonably strong late game comp, but you're not going to get to that late game anytime soon. The Dragon is picked up by the side of the Rattlers. The one saving grace for the Falcons here is that they are not that close to stacking the soul for themselves, having only the singular Drake, since the first was denied. And it's going to be a mountain, which, you know, good soul all around, but nothing to write home about, to be honest. Especially with this comp.
Yeah, it's a bit of a show here right now for Falcons. Not exactly having the best of luck against the Rattlers right now, but this is again why they are the number 2 team right now, because they've shown us how strong they really can be. The only team to have taken a game, 2 games off of the Rhinos, but another fight breaking out in the bot lane. Amistan forced to pull out as Unerfect is not quite done with this one. He does have the chrono.
Oh my god.
To get on back out, and that's
Sorry, was that 170 gold that was picked up by the Castellan?
It was
is
a reasonable amount.
Is that even worth the flash at this point?
I don't know, but it's a statement. It's a statement maker for sure.
It definitely is. We see the mid lane, something attempting to happen, but the Q will just barely go short, and nothing is going to happen based off of that. But oh wait, Osiris going in on this Aatrox a little bit. The ultimate is popped right away, luckily this time.
Good damage actually coming out of Hero right now. The push from mid is
oh man.
Oh, Spencer gonna have to flash that binding away from mid, but in that top lane, fight is still going on as everyone's kind of popping around, but we're gonna have a little bit of something going down in this mid. Is actually these 2 fights might converge. We can just zoom out on this as that's going to be the Garen taking down 039, and now it's the rest of the Falcons caught in this jungle.
Oh,
Rattlers
no.
are just here to suffocate them out. Nowhere is safe for you in this game. Karthik just barely surviving, but Salt's better. Last to go. It's just 2 members of the Falcons remaining on this, and there isn't a Baron to take yet. There's still a minute on this one too, so this is going to be a Herald.
But at least there's a rift. Yep, at least there's the Herald sitting there waiting for them as it watches the entire team of the Falcons crumble in front of it.
Yeah. Going on bot. That's going to be Arcanite looking to go in on this Vlad. I feel
he's
really bad.
He's got the Black Cleaver completed already. He's just doing so much damage and shredding through so much armor on the enemy team at this point in time. Hero 39, yeah, he looked like he was doing a good job against the Garen, but for whatever reason decided to stop his engagement. I believe that Aatrox should only be fighting Garen while his ultimate is up. And even then, it's starting to get a little questionable, since Garen is now 5-0 and 2 and likely sitting on a huge chunk of gold. It is, in fact, 2,000 gold that he has locked away in the bank. But,
no. Lunar is on his way down to say hello to Amistan one
oh,
time.
no.
Hella convergence will come out, and that will be the ultimate popped immediately. The pool is there, but I think he's just super duper dead off of that one. Nowhere to go. This Rattler squad is just way too strong right now, and they only get stronger as this game goes on.
Yeah, that's I did say that Garen was gonna fall off before Aatrox, but a 6-0-2 Garen might just never have a chance to fall off. You are just so damn strong at this point in time, sitting on now 2,500 gold in his pockets. A solid 3,000 gold lead against his opponent. Absolutely ridiculous stuff going on here.
And a little bit of a skirmish going on in the jungle right now. They are going to be trying to find someone. Falcons leading in this one really hard, but here comes the rest of the Rattlers. Numbers are getting low. Those health bars are dropping, but Lunar is actually going to find the pick onto Hero 39. Rest of Falcons need to try and get out. Salt Spreader could be dropping next, along with Spencer and Rattlers.
Oh no!
Almost again, 4-0. It's just absolutely devastating if you're on the side of the Falcons right now.
It looked like it might go okay for the Falcons at first, but it just very quickly turned to not at all okay. And Garen still has not backed. Garen is now sitting on 3,000 goals.
That he is 3,200 to be exact. He's just hanging
So
out.
that entire lead that he has, okay, now he's backing. We're gonna have to see what item he picks up. He's probably gonna pick up either he's gonna finish that Thornmail or he's going to just build a Sheen and like the majority of a Trinity Force. Or just buy a full Death Stance.
That's also pretty good too. Karthik almost going to lose his life in that bot lane. The siege from Lunar with the Herald is pretty damn strong, but Karthik manages to live. Dragon is up though right now, and that will be a little extra shielding here for the Rattlers, as if they need it right now.
Yeah.
I'm unfortunate with a game like this. You look at the numbers, right? And usually we like to stay away from always hard betting on the numbers because you never know what can happen. But something like this, where it's just so black and white on paper. 1 kill to 18. 43.6k. Sorry, I was corrected there as we are having another little bit of a fight here in this jungle. Spencer is just obliterated. Salt Spreader trying to get out that shield from Tom. He tries to gobble up Amistan, but is taken down in the meantime. And whoa, this Cassidy is not afraid. He goes over the wall. Only level 14, but his triple kill is just showing us how strong he is. Looking for the Quadra. Oh my god, he's so freaking strong. Hollow Antelope with the Quadra and the Ace for the Rattlers.
Wow. Yeah, and I think that's just going to be game, right? They have the damage, they have the 80 carry alive to push it in. Obviously, the death timers are short, but they're still...
Oh, that is amazing! Karthik with a kick back into the fountain! And now without the Cassidon, I don't know if they're going to be able to end like this moment.
No.
It won't be soon, but best non-pro mid is actually caught. But Shockwave, he's going in! And that's going to be the kill, going over to Tom. But two members of the Rattlers drop purely to a little bit of overgreed on that one.
Yeah, that's this especially the Caston was a lot of greed. The Caitlyn was a little bit of just a misplay, but unfortunate that the shutdown goes over to the Tom Kench.
Arcanite is getting low in this one too. That's going to be Amistan going into the pool. Lunar Effect is going to be taking out the Lee Sin, but Arcanite still manages to stay alive. A lot of healing coming out from that Conqueror. Double kill here for Lunar. And another one goes down as well too. Make it a triple as it's just Amistan. And just as we had hope, the Rattlers get themselves a second Quadra. This time it's for Lunar, but oh man. Really good game for the Rattlers here. Really showing us what we're going to be expecting as we get into playoffs, Bartowski.
How did Garen stay alive through all of that?
I don't know. Death Stance, Conqueror. Right
oh
there.
My god. 8-0 and 12 on that Garen. Absolutely phenomenal play from him.
Lunar.
And that's going to be the Rattlers closing this out eventually after they're done with their kills. Oh no, another kick!
Rattlers, guys. All right, hold on. Maybe Xpeke, a Hollow Antelope looking for it. He's actually going to Xpeke first. Over he goes, but that will finally be the Nexus. Rattlers. It could have been a little bit nicer with that, but I mean, they pay for it with their lives in the fountain. But
yeah,
wow, strong showing here for the Rattlers in this first game tonight.
Yeah, very good. Like, I mean, just phenomenal performance from them there.
I'm speechless, Bartowski. There's really not much that can be said about that game. The Rattlers just took it over after that. It was pretty relatively early on, around the 13-minute mark is where we saw a big swing in gold over to the Rattlers. So you're gonna see how much damage the amount and the difference there between these two teams. It's pretty staggering.
Oh yeah. I don't even know, like, we can't even just chalk that up to pure player skill difference. Obviously there was a large discrepancy there, but also you just have to imagine that the Rattlers just got everything that they wanted. They were just gifted kills, and they made the absolute best plays to turn those gifts into more gifts and more plays and pick up more advantages wherever they could, and just absolutely phenomenal play coming out from them.
Yeah, that's really not too much to break down on that one. Rattlers just took a hold of that one, and Yeah. Like they took hold of it and they did not let go one single moment throughout the entire game. I do got to give a shout out to Karthik though. That was pretty damn funny. The kick into the fountain. I appreciate that because even though you might be down that far, showing a little bit of humor like that and punishing for that over BM from the Rattlers is pretty damn great to see.
Yeah, and yeah, just so many good plays from them. Besides, like right at the end there, where they decided to try to throw a little bit.
I don't know what's going on, but it was entertaining nonetheless. But how about we flip it on back over to the analyst desk? We will get that poll started up and get ready for the second game here tonight, Bartowski. All right, let's flip it on over as. Welcome back, guys. We are back on the desk. It's your boy Gurf here again, and Rattlers come through with a commanding win in that first game over the Falcons, showing us why they are that number 2 seed right now. We are going to go in on a short break. Make sure to double check on those tokens. I see a bunch of you guys are, but also make sure to vote for player of the game. That poll is live right now. All you have to do is use command vote and the player position after that. But we got an exciting game 2 for you guys coming next. It's going to be the Rattlers taking on the Gators. And sure to be an exciting one as now with the Falcons being 5-12, we'll see if the Gators can pull a win here. We got to see what else is happening. I got to check into Discord to see what's happening in terms of the standings here. So I'll do my best to try and get an update for you guys. But when we come back, we'll announce our play of the game and hop into game number 2. So guys, you don't want to go anywhere because a lot of great action tonight here on the stream. See you soon.
Take me, take me.
Waiting for the summer, knowing there's no trying to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to week 9 of the LRS Draft League. We are about to get into our second game of the night here, but it has been a spicy one so far. Rattlers just showing up massive in that first game and proving why they are that number 2 seed. But now they're flipping on over to the blue side, and they're going to be taking on the Gators. So just a heads up on that. Gators, I just got word, they won their game by a hair. It was a base race, so super exciting to see that. Gators are at 6-11, which means the Falcons are at 5-12, along with the Unicorns, who are also 5-12. So currently, Falcons and Unicorns are the ones fighting for that last spot here, but we could see a potential tiebreaker depending if the Gators lose here in this game, and depending on who wins between the Unicorns and the Falcons. I don't know if they're playing each other, but they still each got one more game tonight, and that is going to really be the deciding factor here. So, Flip Trick, are you out there in chat, my friend, or any admins? If you want to just DM me and keep me updated with those standings, that would be wonderful. But before we get moving into our draft for game number 2, we got to announce our player of the game, and that is none other than our resident jungle here, Lunar Effect, going 7-1-7 on that Echo. Picked up a quadra kill there along with his Cassidon. So awesome stuff to see from the Rattlers. Congratulations to both them and Lunar Effect on the game. But guys, we are going to be heading on over to the draft very shortly, and we are, of course, rejoined by Bartowski. So why don't we head on over there and get ready for this game? Bartowski, how's your Discord looking this game?
It's looking okay so
Hey,
far.
I can hear you. That's a good start.
Yeah, that's definitely a good start. Ooh, we got a luck spot on the Rattlers team right now. Oh
I
no, it's gone.
if you heard one chuckle there while I was doing player of the game, that was what it was referring to. Just take a look into the client and see a luck spot hanging out. So good meme, fellas. But we are almost ready to get going with this one, and gonna be a spicy one considering not only is this the fight for that last spot, we have such a race for that last final spot in the playoffs here, but I'm going all in with these tokens on this one, Bartowski. You guys were fantastic. All the subs tonight coming through. One from Decyclone, a bunch from Sir Knight there, and of course Wayfinder came through as well too. So look at all those subs. Thank you for the subs. But you guys have fulfilled my requirements, so I'm going all in on these Gators tonight, irregardless of where my choice actually is on the prediction. Once we see picker bands, I'm in it. I'm in it to win it, no matter what.
Sounds like a solid gambling strategy.
Yes. It's you know what? You gotta go where your heart leads you. You just gotta disregard
True.
all numbers and all facts that people lay out for you and just follow your heart. And that's
True.
exactly what I'm doing with this
Yeah,
one here.
I've heard that advice given. Yeah.
Yes. But we've got the updated scores on the stream now, so you guys can see there. Gators 6-11, Rattlers 12-5. So no changes going to be happening between that first and second seed here. So Rattlers unable to catch the Rhinos, who were last known to be at 14-5. So no, 14-2. It's 14-2. They are unreachable at this point. But that second spot very well secured by the Rattlers going into these playoffs.
Yeah, but still there's the glory points to win, the bragging rights.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
definitely worth going all out at all points in time.
It means so much when you can come into a game and make a statement rather than just kind of play what's safe. If you know
Yeah.
nothing's going to be changing for your playoffs, why not try out something that you haven't tested yet, something that might be a comp that you're interested in doing for playoffs, and what better time to try it out on a night like tonight? So I think maybe we might see something like that from the Rattlers, trying out something fresh, something spicy that we haven't seen from them yet.
I would definitely enjoy that. I mean, and if last game was anything to show, like, they can pull out random stuff from their own arsenal. Do we now have do we now have just a completely different? No, they want to get in order still. Okay. I thought we might have just completely different lane assignments coming in from the Rad.
No, pretty standard stuff. We do see a bit of a change there. There was a bit of a situation that was addressed, but now you can see the score reflected. You can see there's a bit of a new roster, but this is where things get exciting because when you bring in a new roster, it's similar to what we saw with the Phantoms, that they were almost able to take down the Vipers in our LAS draft. So you never know what can happen, and especially as we move into playoffs, anything can happen in a best of 5. It's just it makes me so excited knowing what's coming. Or I guess it's more the unknown, which makes me excited. But I believe we are getting into order, and once we are good to go, then this draft is going to get started up. Let's go. All right. So I believe everyone is in their order now. I might have lost Bartowski for a brief moment again, but we'll get him back here soon, as I think we're just waiting on one member to come back, and then we are going to be ready to go. Just going to make sure if everyone has the Penta Q, make sure we're all good to go for that. But I think we're going to see a pretty spicy game, Bartowski. And it looks like we are ready to roll. I am ready to roll too here tonight. So let's see what these teams are going to bust out here in game number 1. Just waiting on, I believe. Whoa. Psych. You thought we were going back to the analyst desk to see my beautiful face, but sorry, guys. You're going to have to wait until the end of this one.
Can we just try a call real quick and see if it's the server?
Yeah, let's try that. Give me a call, Bartowski. All right.
Let's see how long this lasts for.
We'll give her a shot. Maybe that might. I didn't even consider something like that, but that's.
Well, I noticed now that Discord, I'm connected on a different server now, so maybe that'll help fix it out.
Hopefully that is that fixes our situation here. But we are almost ready to go. Just waiting on the Gators to ready up here, and we get to see some crazy spiciness coming through here. So hopefully everyone's got the PentaQ there. We're just waiting on Galley to hop into that last slot there, and we can get this draft ready to go. So what are some picks that we might be expecting to see here? I'm curious. Because I'm gonna guess there's probably gonna be a bunch of bans against Lunar this game, considering he just popped up on his Echo.
Happening.
I know what's happening, Bartowski. I'll meet you back in Caster. Oh no! Well, technical difficulties. I think we're being ISP diff tonight. Something that our fellow streamer and caster Psychonautic has definitely felt many times before. But now we've got this this draft on the roll here. Let's see what's going to come out here. First bans being done by the Brothers. Okay. Taking their time and waiting to see what's going to happen here, because Rathers can really throw a wrench in the Gators' plan here, because, again, you don't know if they're going to play something standard or if they're going to play something just absolutely off the wall here in their final game of the night. But we'll have to see. Gators going to obviously throw out that respect ban to the respects Olaf, so that will be gone. And I would expect possibly 1 or 2 more Drungle bans heading towards the Rattlers side.
Yeah, I mean, it is Lunar Effect in that, yeah, there's the Hack Room.
Yep.
And would not surprise me if we also saw something from, like, Lee Sin ban towards him. He looked quite good in the Echo as well, so, you know, maybe if the Gators were watching that last game, or if they tuned in at the end, they might see something else for them to ban.
Well, Gators were actually in a almost 42-minute game that ended in a base race, so they're coming off an extremely hard game, but again, that's going to feed into this mental fortitude when you get into the playoffs, getting into the series. How well can you recover after a crazy game? How well can you pick the team back up together? Fortunately for them, it was a win, so they're definitely going to be feeling good about that. But Rattlers, after that first game, they're ready to get some style points tonight, let me tell you that.
Oh yeah, and hopefully they do.
It's looking like it's the Caitlyn coming through again for the Rattlers. Definitely never a bad pick there. You got lots of range, you got lots of poke. Those crits can come through mass, and of course we saw that early ace in the hole, how much it can really do. A little bit scary for sure. But let's see what the Gators are going to respond with, as a double pick back-to-back could offer some good synergization there in the bot lane, but we'll see if that's what they want to do. And the predictions might just be right. I might be bringing this one, as the Braum is locked in here for the Gators. Lots of possible good combinations. We did see the Ezreal banned out for the Gators Express, so maybe potentially the Lucian to pair with that Braum, but anything that can get those quick autos out and pair with Braum passive is just so damn strong.
Yeah, something that has the auto attack resets, and especially, yeah, like you said, the Lucian, because it has that double auto attack. Oh, so potent. That stacks so quickly.
It really does. And those are the kind of games that you might look towards calling those early level 1 cheeses and getting into the enemy junglers really early, because at least you're going to be burning a summoner spell or two from the enemy team. And at max, you do end up picking up that kill, but it is the Senna locked in here. Probably going to be going with that Braum. With the Glacial, I would assume is the Keystone Mastery that they're going. So that's going to be...
and Senna also has an auto attack refresh / reapplication with her Q, so it is going to be pretty strong from that perspective as well.
Yeah, so that's going to be a really annoying bot lane. At least Caitlyn will be able to keep her at range up until she starts getting those souls stacked up. But that's how do you feel about the Leona cape?
Oh my god. I mean, there are more potent combinations to go with that Leona for sure, but it's definitely a strong matchup because you've got so much chain CC ability, and we already saw best non-pro mid play that Caitlyn quite strongly, so definitely thinking that's a good pickup for them.
Yeah, and that's what I've said before, where we've seen two individual ADCs and supports that are strong on their own, but there could be better combos. I think this somewhere falls in the middle, where those Leona ults are never a bad option, and just having someone beside the Caitlyn to peel away for whoever's on top of her is really, really well done. So, I mean, it's either you're putting your Leona in attack mode or defense mode. In this case, I would assume maybe it goes into defense. As we're waiting for this next pick here from the Rattlers. A little over that one, but I mean, there's no game after this to lose a ban. So, but I don't think that is gonna happen. But no, guys, just a reminder: predictions will open up once teams are logged in on the client. So keep an eye out for that when that opens up, and don't forget. You guys followed through on your end, so I'm going all in tonight for the Gators as the Kha'Zix locked in for Temple. That's going to be a fun one to watch. I believe we have lost Bartowski once more, unfortunately. His internet not playing nice with him tonight. But we are getting that second phase of the bans, and that Quinn being hovered is going to be a good indication for the Gators to ban that out from Osiris, get that away from him, because... It's scary to even imagine the Quinn flying around this game. But we will have to see what these team comps are rounded out with, as these last few bans coming through here. Kled taken away by the Rattlers against Rover Eye. I hope I'm saying it right. Rover Eye, if you're in chat, I hope I'm doing it right. All right, well, let's see. And don't worry, he won't get to it. Yeah, I know. Ravens man is always watching out in case someone else is aiming for that top kill leaderboard there. But we are getting into that last band here for the Rattlers. Will be, it's like the Urgot gonna be taking a seat this game. Never a bad choice. Just taking out those tankier kind of champions from Rover Eye. Definitely proficient on a few of them here, but let's see what the Gators are going to pick up here. Potential mid lane or top lane coming through for them as they look to finish out this comp very soon. And just going to be waiting just a little bit as I doing some magic in behind the scenes here, you guys. It will be the Vladimir here for the, potentially mid lane, but still could be flexed up into that top lane. Gonna have to see what happens with this one, because this is interesting for sure.
Okay, we'll try this one more time, see what happens. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going on tonight.
I think you might just have to play the pop in, pop out game for.
Yeah, it seems like that might be the kind of thing I have to do.
It's okay, any team fights, you just pop out and then you pop back in.
Exactly, yeah, I'll just pop right back in after the team fight finishes.
But this comp so far, the Aurelia coming through
Ooh.
for the Rattlers. I don't believe we've seen an Aurelia yet, but again, one of those spicy picks. We thought, you know what? Why not try something new out tonight? And the Aurelia might be the answer for that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's definitely going to be, interesting pickup here. Good decision to try and experiment with it a little bit. presumably facing off against that Vladimir, but I guess that Vladimir could easily go into the mid lane.
Ooh. I think Illusion is headed
Illusion
to the mid lane
mid,
for the
yeah.
Rattlers. I like that.
Yeah. That looks interesting for sure.
Okay. Well, this is definitely going to be a spicy game. A lot of AD on the side of the Rattlers, though, so a nice big tank potentially for the top lane wouldn't be a terrible idea, and put that Vladimir in mid. But Bartowski, how is that matchup? The Lucian Vladimir. So I'd assume Lucian has the early, but once the late game comes in, Vlad can kind of just all in.
Oh yeah, by the late game for sure, but it's going to be a while before Vladimir is able to really step up to that Lucian unless he builds for some early armor, which Vladimir doesn't really love doing these days. Instead, yeah, Lissandra would probably be a more helpful matchup and, flex that Vladimir up towards that top lane, who might, Aurelia is still not going to be a lovely time, but at least it might be an improvement over the Lucian.
Oh, and the Lissandra coming in as the last pick here for the Gators.
Yeah.
I believe, Bartowski, are you good to go? Are you back in the spectator here?
Yep.
Excellent. All right.
Yep.
And we are good to go. We're going to flip it on over to the client as we would. Remember, guys, once these teams are locked in on the client, predictions will be open. So get those tokens ready. Make sure you double check how many you've got. And if you need a reminder, make sure to use the command Legends tokens or how to play. All the information is there for you guys. But I'm excited to see where this one goes because, again, a lot of AD coming out from Rattlers, but it's a lot of damage that they're going to have. Like, a lot. But we'll see. I believe we have a good idea of where everyone's going in this one. And Dream, trust me, I already made the promise that would be the case, so don't you worry. It's coming through. Once these teams are locked in, those predictions will be open, and you can put those tokens to good use. But I'm gonna be dropping them all. I made that promise, so don't you worry, guys. They will come through once these teams are locked in. But looking at both of them here, it's again a lot of damage from either side. That bot lane from the Gators is going to be hell to deal with. The amount of slow coming out from them, from what is most likely going to be a Glacial Augment Senna, along with a Braum, just is going to be nasty. Pair that with Lissandra, that's a lot of Glacial and a lot of slowing that you've got on the side of the Gators here.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of lockdown and a lot of CC capabilities. Are you able to hear me right now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to decide how I can best go about trying to fix this.
Have you tried just closing Discord and turning it back?
That was my next best guess.
So maybe we try that during our break.
Yeah.
Maybe hop onto the Rift, but taking a look at these teams far away. Whoa! It's a Lucian in the top.
Oh
lane.
wait, what?
Whoa!
Mid. That's interesting. That's a change up.
Unless they trade at the last second,
Are they allowed to do that?
They could trade champions. They just can't be switching around in their lanes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it would be interesting.
All right. As we're gonna see a bunch of spicy picks coming through here. Just getting everything ready. Got that in there. Wonderful. Well, the quick cover on Samira just to scare us into doing some quick studying there, but luckily we know it's not going to be. But yeah, curious to see where this is going to end up. Predictions are going to open up, guys, so you can start getting those predictions laid down. What do you think, Bartowski? Just at a first glance of this.
At a first glance of this, I think I'm going to have to go once again with the Rattlers here. I just think that Lucian top, Aurelia mid, Leona support, they're just so strong and so potent as champions.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage that's coming out.
It's just so much damage, so much CC, and I mean, yes, they don't have a true tank, but I mean, besides Kha'Zix,
besides Kazakhs. I don't like when I'm looking at it, because both these teams do have a lot of damage. Kazakhs can be strong. Vladimir can turn into a late game monster. But what I'm looking at mostly is the mid ADC and the support. The amount of slow that's going to be coming out of Lissandra and Senna and Braum is going to be nasty. So I'm hoping maybe we see some early game shenanigans between these two teams and get them rolling, potentially, you know, have Temple just hovering between mid and bot lane to get them both ahead. I think that might be the play here for the for the Gators, but you know where my my points have gone, all to the Gators for this one. But we'll have to see if they do make me a rich man with tokens tonight, or break me, or just break the bank.
I hope it goes well for you. I hope it ends up being at least a close fight. I mean, if the Gators come out and win this one, it's going to be an interesting game. There's no situation where the Gators win this and the game was boring. I'll tell you that much.
No, this and even though it was a close game between, I believe they were playing against the Unicorn. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But that was a tight game. 42 minutes, so they're just coming off a big one, but Rattlers just took a dominating win over the Falcons. So I would assume both teams are fired up and ready to get on the go for this one, but I'm looking at the damage. Looking at some damage here in terms of tankiness. I mean, you do have that Braum and Leona on both sides here. It's really just going to come down to execution, but Rattlers show us how scary their comp can be when they get ahead. We know how much Lunar Effect likes to get ahead in that CS all throughout the early game. So hopefully the Gators can give the Rattlers a run for their money in this one.
Yeah, I'd be happy to see that for sure.
I would be very happy. Very, very, very happy, and it has nothing to do with tokens. But it is what it is. You follow through on your word, and I am here to see this one through. Excited to see what our last game of the night is going to bring us, as Rattlers comfortably in that second place seed heading into playoffs. They're going to be taking on the Rhinos in that winner's bracket, but Gators here are a game up over the Falcons and the Unicorns right now. Another win would definitely secure them that third seed, leaving the Falcons and the Unicorns to try and duke it out. But so far, well, it's a little bit unknown seeing a new roster come together here. But we are going to go to break. So guys, once we come back and on the Rift, predictions will be close. So make sure to get those last minute predictions in. Guys, going to be a spicy one here. Final game of the regular split here of the LRS draft. You do not want to miss it. We'll be back in a few seconds here, guys, as we get loaded onto the Rift. Hello and welcome back, guys. We are just getting into game number 2 of the night. Rattlers on the blue side, Gators on the red, and Gators hopefully looking to pick up a win here and securing that 3rd seed going into playoffs. But Rattlers were so strong in that first game we saw tonight. It was just an obliteration of the Falcons. And that's not saying anything against the Falcons. It's just showing how strong the Rattlers truly are.
Yeah. Yeah, it was unfortunate to see that happen for the Falcons, but the Rattlers just played an insanely clean game, and that's just all there was to it.
Yeah.
Got some missing pings going out here.
Yeah, just being cautious of the potential invade that could have been done. I think Temple, yep, there it is. Temple sitting in base, I was like, maybe some internet issues. So you aren't the only one tonight, Bartalis.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, boy.
Hopefully Temple is back with us soon, but taking a look at this, I'm just curious of what the win comps are, because really for the Rattlers, it's not too hard to flush that one out. It's damage, power, overpower the enemy team, just win these fights head to head, because if you're looking at if both these teams are essentially bashing their heads into each other and doing the classic NARAM, it will be the Rattlers that come out on top just based on pure damage looking at these teams.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
it's going to be coming down to the side of the Gators here to try to make something happen with that Kha'Zix, with that Braum in the bottom lane. Just try to eke out some early advantages as fast as they can.
Yeah, that would definitely be ideal if they can look for an early lockdown with the Braum passive. That would be just super clutch for the Gators. And it looks like Temple's back, so we're going to be getting into this game. Just taking a look across the map, it is a Mountain Drake to start with us tonight. So no Mountain Soul. Maybe we get something a little bit more spicy like an Ocean or Infernal Soul. That'd be pretty cool to see.
That would be.
So far, our luck has been clouds, mountains.
Yeah, well, at least it won't be a mountain this time. So
yes,
we got that going for us, I suppose.
That is true. It's a pretty standard start here for both sides. Here is a little bit of vision in the river here coming from the Gators, and both bot lanes there to help boost their junglers. So everyone just working things out so far, and again, standard stuff from what I would have expected with a Braum in this kind of a comp.
Yeah, for sure. And getting that Kha'Zix a nice healthy leash onto that blue buff is going to enable him to clear his jungler that much faster, that much safer, and maybe try to look for some early game potential stuff. He's got, he's not the most powerful of early game. Oh my god.
Rover Eye is taking so much damage. The Conqueror procs from Hollow Antelope is actually insane.
I just also noticed they lane swapped, I guess.
I guess they have.
Interesting. Okay.
I'll flip those back around as now my
lord.
setup is wrong, but oh my goodness, yeah, Bertuski, you described it exactly right. That's
just first blood?
A really fast first blood. Hollow Antelope doing so much damage, and I'm a little nervous about this TP coming down because Aurelia's still here, looking for Rover Eye, but Hollow Antelope actually going to take a curve shot there. That's this is going to be an interesting top lane for sure. That Aurelia is terrifying already.
Yeah, I can not understand how he was able to get that done so cleanly and so easily. Just walked at him, right? Like just walked him down. No flash, burned, nothing.
But right now, looks like Temple is looking to come in onto this mid lane here. Thankfully, Lunar is kind of hovering around here, but Arcanite really shoved up Heartseed. Also quite low. It's going to take a poke at that Q. Oh, the flash he's looking for it. He does get the autos off, but the turret is there to avenge Heartseed as both those mid laners going to go down. And right now we got another skirmish going on in the bot lane. That Braum is getting low as well too. The shield from the Guardian going to be putting in some work. But 80 Thresh caught up by the trap. Oh, a big Zenith blade. The flash actually going to be forced out of center to try and stay alive. That's going to be the stun there, taking him down. But look at the Q. Look at the auto. The Caitlyn finds the Senna. And now Galley left by themselves. Going to have to back off of this one. Back into the top lane though. Antelope getting that level 4 as well too, looking to possibly trade back with this Vladimir again. Both of them doing so much damage. That pool has been popped now. Stun is not going to land. Both junglers hanging around this top lane as they will find each other in the jungle. Around here, Lunar Effect doing some damage. Temple also pretty decently strong at this point in time. Oh,
yeah, but just he is a level down onto Lunar Effect, so that's kind of on the scarier side. So nice of him to be able to get out of there. Make sure not to take too much poke on his way out.
Both these junglers are faking their backs and looking for something here. One wrong step from either of these top laners will mean a gank, but it looks like Temple is off. Back to do his yes. Arcanite is going in, but actually a little bit too much damage he might have taken there from that Lissandra. And we get another pause coming through. Hopefully everything is all right on the side of the player's end, but internet, it's a little strong. Sometimes it can be a little bit too OP. But so far, 3 for 1 in terms of the Rattlers kills. They're up about 1.5k gold. I'd say 1.3 if we're gonna do the quick maths there. Yes, that's math. That's quick math right there. But let's take a look at where these kills are. Lissandra does have the kill there. Don't think that was able to get a stack for her Dark Seal. But Magical Purple seems to be the next one experiencing some internet issues. So it's a bunch of us tonight. Knock on wood, please, not me.
It's just all of us.
But the kills onto all 3 of the big damage dealers here right now for the Rattlers. So ideal to start like this. Not even 5 minutes in. A kill apiece for Aurelia, Lucian, and Caitlyn. Ooh, that's a great way to start for them.
Yeah, definitely not going to complain about that. My goodness.
Not at all. I'd be super psyched to know that all 3 of my main damage carries are sitting quite comfortably so far in their lane. But this is gonna, I feel like it's gonna turn into something explosive like we saw from the Rattlers last game, where they get to the point where they all have their power spikes, they all have at least 1 or 2 full items, and then they can just pull that trigger as a 5-man and say, I don't care what kind of comp you have, I don't care about your CC, I don't care about anything, because our heads are thicker than yours, and we could bash ours into yours, and we'll win. And if they know that,
a strategy.
If they know that, I mean, it's definitely a strategy that you can go with, is just straight overpowering the enemy team. And I'm interested to see how scary this comp truly becomes. But hopefully, I'm hoping with that lockdown potential that the Gators do have, they're able to maybe find a few picks, maybe a little bit of an overgreed coming out of the Rattlers, because we definitely saw it at the end. There wasn't really much at that point the Falcons could have done about the overgreed. The Cartha kick was still will be ingrained in my mind because that was big XD. I loved seeing that. But
yes, that felt like a good moment.
A potential for Rattlers to be a little bit overzealous in this game, knowing that they don't have anything to lose with this one. But the Gators, a lot of stakes are definitely on them to win this game and secure that third place seed. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how this game goes. Still got another bit of a pause. I'm going to see if anything's going on in chat here. If we got... Stop. I'm being accused of DDoSing them.
Yeah, you're just DDoSing everyone tonight.
I'm not, I promise. I don't even know the technology to do it. Or do I?
Or do
I don't know. No, I don't. But I'm just here to see these games, see what these teams have to offer, and see... You know, at this point, and even last week too, we start seeing teams really go into their playoff forms. Bringing out comps that we're going to see run in a best of 5. And I don't know. I don't know if this is something for the Rattlers that we will see again, knowing that this is their last game of the split. Again, they can just kind of go balls to the wall and and whip out whatever they want for this one. And in this case, it's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So far, not too much to go on with this one. We do see a call coming out from the Senna. So probably going to be playing it a little bit more safe in terms of getting that call completed, getting that early gold in. But across the other lanes, I would hope for Heartseed that they're able to get that Dark Steel stacked a little bit. Fingers crossed. It will be a little scary knowing that Lunar is roaming around this map. He is already up 8 CS over his enemy jungler. And that's just something Lunar's been known to do, is just completely dominate in the farming game.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just his signature style at this point. And, being on a champion that's able to farm better than his opponent's champion is always a style that has suited him and worked well for him. Getting that early game experience and gold advantage just simply passively through his own jungle rather than trying to make early game, risky ganks happen.
Mm-hmm. And that's it's just gonna be I don't know, because Rattlers are just so damn strong. They're so freaking insane with Lunar there, and on top of that, you've got some crazy stuff happening from this this top and mid lane. Well, I guess it's the mid lane is now in the ADC, so it's a bit of a change up to the regular roster. Hopefully, we see them back in full form for playoffs as they take on the Rhinos. But that's I cannot wait until we see them face the Rhinos, the only team to have taken games off of that first place team.
Mm-hmm.
So in a best of 5, whew, cannot wait to see what is going to go down, and we'll have to see what happens with that the 3rd seed and the 4th seed coming in here, because right now with Falcons and Unicorns at 5 and 12, they're going to be fighting for that last 4th seed spot, and it's unfortunate to see that a 3-way tie coming into tonight, and knowing one of those 3 are not going to playoffs after this night is done.
Yeah, that's pretty, it sucks, but it's how it has to go, unfortunately. There has to be a best, there has to be a worst, and it's just going to have to be the way that the cookie crumbles. Luckily for us, though...
Oh, no. Unlucky for us is that Bartowski's internet is just betraying him tonight so much. But guys, make sure you can check your prediction. You can use that by using the command myplay. You can see where you're at, what the total pot is looking like. But lots of tokens on the line for this one tonight. Potential to dethrone me off that top leaderboard, which you can check. I used the wrong command there. myplay. That's the one that we want to see. That's a big old freaking pot from my end that I'm seeing here. 18.2k in the pot. That'll be divvied up between the winners. But the Rattlers having 66% of those votes. Gators with 33. Let's see if the Gators can get an upset here, but we'll have to see. I think we just got to reconnect here, so hopefully we're starting this game back up soon, Bartowski.
Hopefully. We're probably just loading onto the Rift right now, getting ready to go.
How far can one stretch out a 5-minute opener? Because we're
apparently very far.
We can do it. I mean, we can do it. If chat's all right with listening to our beautiful voices all day, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer if I could, stay connected to the Discord server, but Discord has other plans for me.
That would also be fantastic. But yeah, you can't control the will of the internet gods, and sometimes it's I don't know. What do? Do we have to make some sort of sacrifice to appease them? Maybe we just have to mention it, and that's enough to get everybody in the game. As we are back on the Rift now, guys.
Wonderful. It's something.
It is something. We're back at the 5-minute mark. Kills are 3-1 for the Rattlers. Gold is up about 1.2k right now, and that Mountain Drake is now on the map, so we might see some attention turned towards this bottom side of the jungle.
Yeah, definitely a healthy gold lead to have built up by only 5 minutes into the game.
Oh, the culling! And even though the Lysandra tries to juke Arcanite, you sly dog. He expects it, and he gets those autos prepped, but...
He's 2 levels up onto Heartseed and 20 CS. He just is able to absolutely shed through that Lysandra, and there's nothing she can...
Nothing the Lysandra can do about it, but possibly Temple just lurking in this river brush. Might have lost Bartowski again there, but this Kha'Zix is just, oh, he's waiting, and he's looking to go in. The flash actually coming up from Arcanite, looking to go in the W as well, too.
Oh.
And Arcanite,
Again.
Nasty. Nasty plays there from Arcanite. He not only takes out one, Temple coming in to try and clean up and get the trade kill. Not even able to turn around there, but the ulti coming out from Antelope in the top lane.
Oh,
Rover
God.
Eye is so low, the pool is flourished, but one more dash in. That's going to be enough. Antelope now up 2 kills. Lucian up 3 and 1 at this point. This is a really strong team. We do see Alessandro roaming around the back of the river, potentially going to be spotted out by this ward. Now there's the vision on as here comes Heartseed in to try and look for a lockdown. Going to find the lock onto this Caitlyn. The heal comes out, trying to make it out, but it's not going to be enough. The CC is just too intense. One more auto will get this Leona lockdown as well too, but tanky enough to survive that onslaught. Nice little roam there from Heartseed to pick something up here for the Gators.
Yeah, that was a really good play and a nice chain CC there coming out. Good combination of the Braum passive with the Lysandra W to get a lot of great damage onto them and pick up those 2 kills. Or just 1 kill, I guess. But still.
So, kill is onto the Caitlyn, so
Yeah.
that will be...
Right where you wanted it.
Exactly. And after what just happened in the mid lane, Heartseed definitely not opposed to picking up a kill for themselves. That means some stacks there for the Dark Steel. But still, a long way to go until that Medjay's. And right now, top lane trading back and forth some more Rover Eye is in a lot of trouble up here trying to deal with that Irelia. And he's just got a turtle at this point, because if he takes a step past that river, he's pretty much toast.
Yeah, and you see the Kazakhs staying up in this top side here, kind of looking to protect against a potential dive coming out from Hollow Antelope. I'm not sure. Oh boy.
Oh, the big solar flare in the bot lane. Magical Purple looking to go in, but the roam is coming down from Lucian. We might see the turnaround onto this as Aiden Fresh pumping out that damage from the back line as the Senna. And they should be able to make it out of that one alive, but you just see the numbers coming through for the Rattlers in the bot lane. Ooh, nice little pool there from Rovereye to dodge that Irelia stun, but the onslaught is not done yet. It looks like the Tri-Brush is where these teams want to go, and the tower dive has possibly been started. This Braum might be in a little bit of trouble. Magical Purple going to flash on out, and Lunar Effect is going in. That's 1, that's 2, that's the Chrono Break, and Lunar makes it out alive. He is going to run into Heartseed here in the jungle as, wow, he's super dead. Super dead there, but does find the double underneath that tower. Should be a play going on over to the Rattlers here, but that's all they're going to get off of this one. Ooh, Lunar is a scary jungler. You never know where he's going to pop out of, but you always know he's going to be ahead in CS, and you always know he's going to be a terrifying threat. Sitting on that Dark Steel as well, too. So unfortunate to have lost those stacks after his play in the bot lane there.
So close. But yeah, definitely a great play coming out either way. Nice roam from Arcanite to make sure that he is able to be there ahead of time, just in case his team needed the backup.
Yeah, but you see more and more plates, more and more gold going on over to the Rattlers right now. That's Lucian sitting on 1,500 right now, so nice back soon for him. But even across the board, you can just see the CS numbers and how that equates to that gold difference we're seeing at the top of our screens there.
Yeah, that's a crazy goal difference for only 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
Absolutely just so big. And I don't know how much longer. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Right, almost taken out again, just barely escaping with his life there. And
This Aurelia.
there comes a point in the lane where you do have to accept things might be over. So hopefully maybe we see Vladimir looking, I don't even know as Vladimir, do you look for roams? Do you just keep farming? It's a bit of a sticky situation up there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say because Vladimir does not have the strongest of roams. It's not like he's got any CC or gap closing abilities. He just kind of walks at you and tries to do damage. He's essentially a worse Graves.
Yeah, and I don't know how much walking towards anybody Rover Eye wants to do, especially knowing how scary that Aurelia is. Already has a Bork at 10 minutes.
Another engagement bot lane.
Oh, we got another... Oh, possibly something here as
Teleport.
the TP is actually going to be coming down from Rover. 3 members of the Rattlers here trapped immediately, though. A lot of damage going down to the Vladimir. The pool comes out as well, too. Lunar Effect forces to use the corner break, but Arcanite is here. Takes out this poor Vladimir, and a big center ulti there, trying to shield up the rest of the team. It will be the kill going over. Lunar Effect getting taken out by that Ignite, but 80 Thresh is the last one left here. Arcanite so damn strong. The minions OP as Arcanite gets caught up in a bit of a big wave there. Gets punished. So in the end, I believe it ends up being a 2-for-1. So I think it's the Rattlers that come out on top, but it doesn't feel like, or the switch that the Gators that come out up on top. But I don't know. That was a bit of a messy affair in the bot lane. There is
Messi might be putting it slightly lightly. There was, I mean, if you're a Lucian and you.
If I'm a Lucian, I'm just looking for kills, but we'll hear from Bartoska when he comes back into this one. Big Aurelia ult, Rover gonna be going down again. That is just so unfortunate. He comes from bot lane after being killed by Arcanite and immediately killed by Antelope here. Lunar Effect now dropping the Payload Convergence. Gonna try and get the stun on the galley, but it's not enough. The shield goes up and he is going to have to retreat. Sandra looking for that roam, but I feel really bad for Rover here having to deal with that Aurelia.
Yeah, it's just painful to watch, honestly. I feel so bad.
And what do you do? It's, you know, you'd like to say, oh, sense of attention up top there, but I don't know if even the Kazakhs going up there to try and help would be a good idea, because there is the chance that now the 4-0 Aurelia just 1v2s that fight.
Yeah. Definitely very possible.
As, oh god, Rattlers here just all up in the jungle of the Gators. They're gonna try and get away, but Arcanite gonna be scaring this Kha'Zix off enough. The blue buff taken away, and Temple really left with nothing. As Heartseed actually gonna try a little bit of roam up here in the top of lane. The TP immediately popped here. We'll see Arcanite making his way up top. As here comes Solution. Lots of damage from either side. Heartseed gonna be taking a bunch too, but Aurelia turning their attention on to the same member. Well played by the Rattlers. Good communication there. The pool for Rover. He's going to pick up a kill. Nice shutdown gold going over to him, but Antelope just going to take it right on back. The now 5-0 Aurelia is terrifying. If they weren't already.
Yeah. I mean, how much scarier can this Aurelia get? She's got the Blade of the Ruin King. I mean, she does have 2,000 gold in the bank, so let's see what kind of item.
Player gonna not quite hit his mark.
Just barely.
Lunar was there to try and go in, maybe coming for the re-engage, but a beautiful Braum stack there. Almost gonna find Magical Purple Zen. All comes through, but the parallel is going to land. Zenith follow up, and a beautiful recollapse by the Rattlers. Now it's just Galley trying to jump out. There's the ace in the hole, but Lunar is not done yet. One more auto will do it. He finds the Braum. And a 2-for-0, what looked like it was almost going to be swinging in favor of the Gators. Just Lunar was lurking. He was waiting. I don't know if they saw him pop out when he tried to roam down, but ay.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great turnaround from the bot lane of Gators. It looked like they might have a really good chance there after the Leona ultimate was whiffed and they got the stacks. But unfortunately for them, yep, Lunar Effect, right place, right time, able to turn around that play, get a ton of damage out, and pick up for himself another couple of kills.
Top lane, maybe a little scary here as Antelope doing the TP in, getting the double ult onto Temple, and Rover. That's one dead. That's what I call a bug splat. That's so unfortunate. The Herald even popped too. Not even going to be going and getting a hit on this turret. Just unfortunate timing, thinking that they were okay. Not keeping track of that TP from Aurelia is going to cost the Gators so much. And at this point, 18-6. Oh, a little bit of a trade back and forth in the bot lane. It's looking like Heartseed wants to come over this one. Solar Flare will land on this Lysandra. The camera's doing a little bit of funky thing, but Heartseed will get the kill there. Here comes her passive as well too. Heartseed Gonna be looking for two, but no, it's the turret that's OP.
Oh.
And here comes Lunar. He's looking as he takes down Galley, looking to go on the Thresh. That's a lockdown there, but that's a chrono break as well from Lunar. He gets himself out for safety, and it will be first turret going over to the Rattlers as Arcanite just dominating this mid lane so far. Nothing much to be done against him. Nothing much to be done against this Aurelia. His towers are dropping. Now, mid is gone. Top is next to go. Again, same thing we saw in first game. Rattlers taking a hold of this game and not letting go at all.
Yeah, no, they really know how to take their lead and continue pressing it over and over again and make sure not to give their enemies an inch.
Oh no, this is going to be the Senna in a lot of trouble. Ace in the hole from back, downtown. The Caitlyn picks it up. Lunar Effect initiating that one. They're just everywhere all over this map. We can see how much vision is there as well too. And
They almost have a 10,000 gold lead at 16 minutes.
oh my god. Yeah.
Like, that's just gross.
I think this is what we learned about in school about cyberbullying, because
Oh
right
no. Not cyberbullying.
yeah, because this is just so one-sided right now for the Rattlers. It's hard to try and find, some glimpse of hope here for the Gators. We will see the back being stopped there on the
Nice
Arcanite.
cancel.
But do you choose to engage in on his Lucy? He wants it. He wants you to go on to him, but it's definitely not a good idea.
I'm not convinced that Heartseed wouldn't win it. I'm not 100% convinced, especially now that ultimate is down. Of course, he doesn't know where anyone on the enemy team is. He's lost that turret, so he doesn't have that safety, and there is not anywhere near enough vision set up to guarantee that that Lunar Effect's echo is not somewhere nearby.
Yeah, but here we see.
good
Oh, you
anyways.
called it! The lockdown with the Lissandra ult, the Senna ult from downtown.
I love it.
Beautiful, beautiful little synergy there. Gators will find themselves one, so they still have some life in them. Not going to take that away, but they need to find more moments just like that one.
Yeah.
As
Many more moments.
many indeed right now, as that is going to be the bot lane just trading back and forth. Junglers are going to find themselves around this dragon, as it will be an ocean on the map at this point. Let's see if that's going to be taken by anybody, but the ulti available for Leona, you might see the all-in here is Lunar again on this bot side of the map. Not afraid to pull the trigger and come on in, but Ocean has been started. However, Gators do have vision of this. They know it started up.
Whether they can contest or not is a completely different question.
That is a very good point. I don't think you do in this case with all the numbers that are around that pit, and knowing that Rattler's definitely up in strength right now. That 9k gold lead at 18 minutes, almost 19 minutes, is extremely strong. We see the pings from Lunar, though, as he is going to be coming around from the side of the jungle up here. Palo Convergence drop down. This bot tower still standing with about a quarter health, as Arcanite actually going to get caught here. Beautiful Braum shield to stop the culling, but over the wall he goes. That's Lunar Effect going in. Big Braum ult is there to lock everybody down. The exhaust as well, too, as it will be Lissandra dropping, but they do find Lunar. Big old solar flare being dropped for Magical Purple, and now Rattler's a little low. Gators got the numbers here. Arcanite is here. Blasco, take it away. Arcanite is gone. Roveri. My apologies there. Gonna find the kill there. So now we're seeing a bit more life. That gold lead now down to 8k, so they've dropped it by at least 1,000 gold. However, still scary. More moments like that, Bartoski. We need a good handful more.
Yeah, I mean, that's another one. That's another notch on the belt. So maybe 3, 4, 5 more of those, and we can count the Gators as being completely back into this game. For now, it is still a nice 7,000 gold lead for the side of the Rattler, so quite a bit still to overcome. We'll see if they can manage to do it.
Yep, TP being used in the mid lane. Arcanite going to get himself back to lane. Keep the CS train rolling. Take a look at this top lane. 4-level lead for Antelope over Roveri. You just got to play safe. So what he's doing right now, he's just staying under tower. He's CSing. And that's the plan right now. You got to get to a point where you can match these guys. So don't overplay your hand at this point. But potentially, as Roveri is going to get spotted out in this rush. And he's forced to pull, but here comes Temple on to Antelope. That's going to be the Aurelia ult immediately popped. A little risky to go back into this one. We've got another little something potentially breaking out in the mid lane here as the tower push onto this second tier tower in the mid lane here. That's going to go down. Big solar flare will drop on the Galley, but that Braum will stay alive. Managed to get out of there. The double send. Senna stun. The calling coming out from Arcanite as well too. So everybody's going to be able to make it out of that one, except that tower will drop.
Oh god, and Aurelia has now completed the Trinity Force and has Flame Horizoned her opponent.
Run. That's a lot of damage, Bartowski.
That's tons of damage, if you will.
Yeah, that's...
Oh boy.
You need multiple members here of the Gators to be surrounding Aurelia, getting the CC down. Honestly, if you put the Senna, Braum, and Sandra all onto him, but actually speaking of that, Sandra here with the ulti onto this Caitlyn, immediately getting her, locking her down. Kill does go on over to AD Thresh here, aka Raven's man, but again, this is what I mentioned. Remember about overplaying their hands, maybe getting a little overzealous and overgreeting.
Yeah.
You might be seeing that in action currently from the Rattlers, not respecting the damage that the Gators still do have in this game.
Yeah, and I mean, they did it. They overplayed their hand late in the previous game. It was so late that it didn't matter. I wonder if possibly this game it'll happen early enough that it starts mattering. Oh no.
Uh-oh, Heartseed in a bit of trouble just using that ult, but ooh, little juke over the wall into the jungle, and one of the advantages of Lissandra is that that Q to get away.
E, but yes, I agree.
E. It is the E again. That's why you're the color caster, and I just shout stuff at people because
just shout it.
I just shouted. But now I can shout that it is Lissandra E if it happens in a fight.
Wonderful.
But right now, that's the kills 22-12 in favor of the Rattlers. Gold up still, back to 9K now for the Rattlers and 4 turrets to none, along with a couple of the Drakes there. It will be another Cloud Soul for us this game, Bartowski. So, again, any team that can pull in those lower cooldowns with their ultimates, you can never say no to that. Never, ever say no to that. Especially if you have someone like a Senna. We saw how well so far they've actually used, the Gators have been using the Senna ultimate. Just needs to see some more damage. The Manamune has been built, but Rover Eye in some trouble. The Herald spawned in the bot lane, but Lunar Effect is all over this. Vladimir going golden. Arcanite is here to help clean this one up. The culling is popped. Probably not needed, but Lunar Effect will find that kill there. The Herald in the bot lane will get cleaned up by Raven's man, and now with this Cloud spawning, members of...
Lunar's top. Cloud is spawned. That's just going to be picked up for the Gators, I assume.
But look at the pings. Okay, sure, you go for Dragon. Everyone's top right now. They're going to go start this Baron right now. Rattlers are starting this up. They say, okay, sure, you want to trade Dragon for Baron? Absolutely. No vision from the Gators on this one. So I would assume that's their best bet. You just saw everybody top. Probably on Baron right now, guys.
Yep, and that's going to be a nice clean pickup for them.
Wow.
Even without the Aurelia. Picked it up real quick there.
Yep. Now that Aurelia with the Baron powered with Recall will make their way back to lane, and Rattlers just continuing to push this lead even further now at, I want to say 11K we've got now. That's pretty insane for under 25 minutes to be that far ahead in one of these games. So
yeah, and we're gonna have to see what else they can pick up now with this Baron buff active. Would not be surprised to see the Aurelia once again resume the split push duty. Now empowered with that Baron buff, gonna be able to push all that much stronger.
But Aurelia is floating around here. Kaz gonna know something's up with this red buff. This seems to be disappearing quite fast, as they're gonna try and go into Antelope.
No.
But look how strong this Aurelia is. The ace in the hole from downtown again, doing so much damage. And Antelope's somehow still alive? Question mark? No. Raven's man finds that final blow there, but not before they lose their jungler. Aurelia again. So they do pull it off. They do send numbers to deal with Antelope, but they still lose one in the process.
That's kind of crazy.
7-1.
The fact that in a 1v3.
Yep. Another 1v3. However, you know, you can look at it like this. Rattlers have one less member right now with that Baron buff on them.
True.
So the base of the Gators should stay for now. I don't know how much pushing is going to get done with the rest of this buff, but we'll have to see. As we got a Cloud coming up in 3 minutes here, just passing that 25-minute, almost 26-minute mark here. Up about 11.5K for the Rattlers, absolutely dominating so far, but there are still a few windows that the Gators could look for here. They're not 100% out of this right now.
Yeah, there's always a chance. It's not a great chance, but it's a chance.
Let's see this, using those Baron-empowered recalls to go reset. Maybe look to push in one of these inhibitor towers in the Gators base, but...
Yeah, it would be nice because they at this point in time, the only goal advantage they've gotten from that Baron is the actual acquisition of the Baron. They have not been able to take down any towers or apply any additional pressure based off of it just yet. Obviously, you know, it killed all of the non-base towers, but still.
Temple is super dead, locked down by the Leona, the ace in the hole. The Q from her and an assist from Antelope just out in the wrong place. I don't know what he was doing down there, but right now Culling actually being popped from Arcanite. Looking to go in. The flash does not matter because he still just does so much freaking damage. It doesn't mean a thing to Arcanite. He's going in, he's going out. Now the push onto this mid inhibitor tower has started. Members of the Rattlers kind of floating between the top and the mid at this point right now. That's the amount of bits to keep up all that action, but a nice 1-2 and 2 split going on right now as pressure just being applied to every single lane from the Rattlers.
Baron buff has dropped at this point, so there's not as much pressure as there once was, and they're not able to just stick around and blindly push out these lanes, but they are going to pick up that top turret.
Yep, Arcanite just solo pushing that one in, gets a couple hits onto the inhibitor, but Temple is here to follow this one out. Here we got a fight in the mid lane as it will be. RT managed to stay alive using that Zonias, but Lunar is not done yet. He's trying to go in. That's one Braum passive. 2 Braum passive stacks. Now Magic Purple might be the one in trouble. Here comes Antelope into this one. Big Aurelia ulti. That's going to be the flash from Galley to get on out. And Rattlers have almost found it, but Gators successfully retreat into their base. Not going to stop that Lucian from split pushing into the top lane right now. He's looking for this inhibitor, but this one is
he wants it.
Hanging on a knife's edge right now.
He wants that inhib so bad.
He really does. But Heartsy gonna make sure he does not go for it anymore. But not a bad little push there from the Rattlers. They do manage to at least crack the base, open up that top lane. But still no inhibitors have been taken down, so at least Gators don't have to worry about the super minion push quite yet.
Yeah, but that will be the dragon spawning in just 15 seconds. Luckily for them, they did pick up the previous one, so it's not soul point for the side of the Rattlers. That is one thing to be happy about, even though you did trade it for a Baron. At least, you know, it's something.
Like you said, they didn't really get too much done with the Baron. Everything just with taking it. So
yeah, and they got the one turret, and even that was after the Baron had fallen, so, you know.
Yeah, see a little some emotes getting tossed out between the ADCs there. That will be the third Drake picked up here for the Rattlers. That puts them at soul point, so a little bit more breathing room for the Gators here, but really not too much here. See, they're trying to get some vision up in their jungle around this Baron before it comes up. Another about 35 seconds now until that Baron's on the map. But again, the pressure that the Rattlers are applying is just so damn strong this game.
Yeah, and we'll see if they're able to push in this bottom lane turret, maybe pick it up.
Lunar! Overplays his hand,
wow.
takes aggro for putting his Q onto Raven's Man there, and the lockdown with the Senna is enough to take him out. Alright, I see that, but again, being punished for being a little bit overzealous in that bot lane there.
Yeah, it doesn't get to cast his ultimate even through all that chain CC, so really well played from the side of the Gators to make that happen, especially with Baron spawning right.
No. Yes, I'm a little worried for Rover Eye at this point.
Yeah, that's fair.
There, spotted
I don't blame you.
Oh boy. But it's in the top lane. RT is going to go golden. The cleanse action pop, but here's the culling. Santa ulti is not there in time as Arcanite finds himself another kill now. 9 and 5 on this Lucian. Back in the bot lane though. Does Rovereye know that Antelope has just been sitting in that brush?
I can't imagine so.
I don't know.
Just being very lucky.
He's just been hanging out. He's just chilling right now, but it's the focus on the Baron as it's actually gonna get started up here by the Rattlers. Arcanite, you're really low, buddy. Make sure everyone, someone else tanks for you. But yeah, the numbers are here. That Baron is, wow, health bar disappears really fast, and that is the second Baron of the game for the Rattlers here, and this could be it.
Yeah, not much you can do against an Infinity Edge, two Infinity Edges on double AD carry. Just gonna shred through that Baron as fast as possible. And now it's just going to be a game of seeing how much they can push with this, especially how much they can push with it prior to this dragon spawning. It is going to overlap a little bit, the Baron buff and the spawn of the Drake. So hopefully we'll see some pressure in that bot lane, take down the turret, maybe take down the top lane inhibitor while they're at it.
Yeah, Galley possibly caught out to the payload. The Vision coming down. Effect looking to go in, but not going to land. Braum luckily had someone to jump back to for safety, but all 5 members of the gamers here defending their base valiantly as we're going to see those Baron buff minions start to push their way into the Gators' base. And potentially one last big fight that happens here. We'll have to see what the Gators are going to do about this extremely strong Rattler team. Thought he was going. I thought Lunar was going, but Inhibitor Tower is actually going to be taken down. The mid one drops. That bot inhibitor tower almost gone as well too. Rattlers, again, so good at pressuring every single objective. Actually, Arcanite's going to get jumped on. He's going to take down one. The Colling's coming down as well too.
Oh my god.
He's looking to get another. And he will. Rovereye will get the shutdown, but now we have another fight going on in mid as Antelope looking for that back line. One member will drop. Heartseed drops to Lunar Effect, and now the Aurelia ulti is luckily escaped by the rest of the members of the Gators. However, both inhibs down in mid and bot lane. Third one ready to go, but Lunar is not done yet. The Proto Belt in. He's going to have to chrono shift back as the ace in the hole will hit Galley. But now, that's just onto the Nexus turrets. Rattlers are going to end it. They're going to end their split 13-5. They're going to push Gators back down to that. Wait a second. Magical Purple's getting lower. We might have to turn around. 80 Thresh, aka Raven's Man, looking to deal some real damage here. And now it is going to be one last member here. Let's see if he can find it. He does find Lunar Effect. And it's just as Caitlyn left Galley with the shield pointed in the wrong way. Really unfortunate, but here comes Temple onto this Caitlyn and triple kill for Raven's Man. But it's the base that Nexus is getting hit by minions right now. And oh my god. Let me just breathe for a second, Bachowski.
I mean, you have to assume this is over.
Oh yeah.
It's triple. No, it's not triple inhib. That is one saving grace.
It's that is one saving grace. It's not triple inhib, but it is the Cloud Soul on the board for the Rattlers in 20 seconds. Again, punish for the crazy plays that they tried to make. So as long as the Rattlers just go and end this, I think this one's pretty much done. But if they continue their shenanigans, you never know what can happen. You really never know what can happen. So I've seen games that get to the stage where one team is super ahead and they decide, whatever, just gonna do what we feel like, end up throwing at the Nexus, and things can turn around. You never know.
Yeah.
But
my god, so Senna's now vastly outranging this Caitlyn. However, that was the Cloud Soul picked up for the side of the Rattlers, so not looking amazing for the Gators.
No.
I'd say it's not 100% hopeless, but it's not looking good.
No, definitely a bit of a rough situation here. We'll have to see. You know what? Honestly, with that range coming out of Ravens Man Senna, could be potentially scary, especially applying that Glacial. But right now, Galley possibly getting caught up by the Glacial Augment. But no, it's not. He's going back. A big solo player on the back line. Going to catch out Heartseed. And now the rest of the members of the Rattlers are here, ready to fight. Big Aurelia ult as Antelope is going in. Members of the Gators are going to be dropping. They're trying to get on out. Galley's doing the best to protect this. Senna in the back line. He's able to do it. That's going to be Lunar going golden, trying to get out. That look at the Gators, Bartowski. They're turning it around. What the hell?
God.
Oh
They're
no.
limping out of there with this.
Oh, he does just slip out of there. But Super Minions, OP. This Nexus down to just 500 health now. They have to clear this. But Lunar just wants to end this game. He goes in. He gets the E. And that will be it. They close it out.
They just did it.
They just ended it. Lunar wanted to go home, and he was done with it. So he goes ahead. He ends it. And another win goes over to the Rattlers. What a strong performance from these Rattlers tonight. Holy.
Once again.
I have some extra colorful language I could use, but I'll save that for off stream. Holy crap.
Right.
It was a Rattler show tonight. They dominated every single part of this game. We saw some hope coming through the fact that Ravensman had 100 stacks on that Senna. We saw how scary that combination of him
and if you look at the damage graph, you can see like how close Ravensman was to being able to turn that game around. Maybe a little bit earlier if they've been able to pull it together, but unfortunately just too little too late.
Oh, I know. A little too ahead there. I think last I saw the gold lead was about 12K for the Rattlers. So really hard to go away with that. And yes, I have lost all my tokens. Thank you for reminding me. As chat's probably pleased with that. That's okay. I will send my tokens out into the wild, and they'll find a great home. I'm sure of. But holy crap, Bartowski. It was absolute domination in both games tonight. I cannot believe what just happened.
Yeah, that was just an absolute show coming in from the Rattlers. Hopefully indicative of what we'll be seeing next week. Looking forward to that.
Absolutely. And we just need an update on the standings here because there might possibly be another tiebreaker game tonight. So we'll have to see what happens between these teams because now Gators 6 and 12. We're just awaiting results here, but this is a really close run for these playoffs here. All right. I'm just taking a look. I'm seeing if I can see anybody here that is on the unicorns here, possibly still in game. But yeah, I do see Juanito.
I'm gonna go try to fix my internet real quick.
Yes, you did that. I'll flip back to the analyst desk. We'll take a nice break while we wait for you, Bartowski.
Sounds good.
Holy hell, what a game from the Rattlers as they cleaned this show up. All right, guys, welcome back, and yeah, that was definitely a Rattler show again. Tokens have been divvied out, so you can go check on who is the leader right now. Actually, I'll pop that with the command top right there. Popped it for you, and right now it's Dream as the leader right now. Oh my goodness, taking all my points. Are you happy? Are you happy with that? I think he is. But I'm happy you guys played along with my game, and those Twitch primes definitely fantastic. But we are going to take a break, guys, and when we come back, we'll be announcing our player of the game. So make sure to vote in the poll that should be coming up very soon. Right below, you'll see it pop up on the desk. Boom! There we are. All right. So, guys, we'll be back after this break to announce our player of the game. I'll give you guys an update on what's happening with the tiebreaker, but we'll see you guys after this break. Hello, 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 and welcome back to the final night of the LRS Draft League, guys. Rather's taken a win over the Gators there and over the Falcons in game number 1. So, guys, just an update on that. We will hop into the update on standings and everything in a second. But first of all, we have to announce our player of the game. And that, there's a big gunslinger in this one. And I was having a great time watching this one unfold on stream. But your player of the game for game number 2 was none other than Osiris, aka Arcanite, whichever one you want to go with there. They're going 10, 7, and 5 on that Lucian. Congratulations, Osiris, and congratulations, Rattlers, as you make your way into the playoffs against the Rhinos. Cannot wait to see that matchup, that series. Oh my god, it's going to be so damn spicy, guys. So, just an update on where we're going with on in terms of playoffs here, guys. I'm going to bring the bracket up for you guys so you can see it here. So, heading into that top side there, you see the top 1 and 2. That will be Rhinos versus Rattlers. Winner of that will go to the finals. Loser of that will go into that bottom bracket you see right there. Seeds 3 and 4 being decided right now. Right now, Gators are that 3rd seed there based on head-to-head matchups. And in that 4th seed, currently we have underway, the Falcons and Unicorns are playing a tiebreaker game at this moment, at this time that we speak. So the winner of that game will be slotted into that 4th seed. Keep an eye out on the Discord because I'm definitely going to be floating around there. I am so excited to see what happens there. But that is your playoffs for LRS Draft League. Guys, super excited to see. You got your own stream and you want to cast them, absolutely. But that is going to do it for us here tonight, guys. So another time, another night. Maybe you see some. It's a little too late to the game for this one. But if we're able to catch another game like that on the side, it'll have to be another time, guys. But there's only so much time in the day, so unfortunately, gonna have to end out here. But what a fun night, you guys! You stole all my points. I hope you're happy with yourselves. But other than that. Other than that, guys, it was a great night. Thank you for all our new legends joining us tonight, our subscribers. If you still got those Twitch Primes sitting around, make sure to use them. We definitely appreciate them. Make sure I can eat and pay my tuition. But aside from that, thank you for all the love you guys brought tonight. Was a fantastic time. Don't forget about our kick-ass merch store over there. Check it out there. Links up in the chat below. And as we are finishing out our stream tonight, why not do one more raffle for some tokens, guys? So I'm going to start it up. It's going to be for 3 minutes as we go into our end scene here. But guys, make sure to tune in tomorrow as it will be the semifinals for the LAS pre-made games. We'll be starting at 7:30 p.m. EST, just a half an hour later than what was scheduled. But it's going to be a good one. Excited to see the best of 5 series, and make sure you are there for game number 1. You do not want to miss the start of it when we enter that rift. Your boy has been working on something. I have had this vision in my brain since Winter Split. So all the way back in Winter Split, I've wanted to execute something like this. A handful of you guys know my secret, but it'll be coming out live tomorrow night, game number 1. Make sure to be there for the start of those semifinals. Pugdog Gaming taking on Winter Brews. Raffle will be starting up right about now, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you're all staying safe and healthy. And this is your boy Gurf signing out. I will see you on the analyst desk tomorrow, joined, of course, by a Red Wheelbarrow and Awesome Sheep for the cast. Have a great night, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Love all your faces. You guys are the freaking best. You really don't understand. I love it here. All right. Mwah. That's enough for me. Take care, everyone. Have a great night.